Hi, Tru Wonder crew. That's our 5K in first and second grade rooms. I'm here with your weekend update. So last weekend was Remember and Celebrate, and with this weekend kind of being considered the first weekend of September, we are starting over in our curriculum. So it is Genesis 1 through 2, verse 14, with just the creation story. Our Bible Remember verse this month is "Let the redeemed of the Lord tell their story," which is Psalm 107, verse 2, part A. And just before we even get into the lesson, I just love that verse because it just tells us, we're not supposed to keep quiet on what God has done for us. Like, even throughout history in the Old Testament, the Israelites were encouraged to always be telling the stories of God's wonders and what he had done and how he had brought them out of Egypt and how they had crossed the Red Sea and how he had then brought them into the Promised Land. All of those testimonies of God's goodness and how each of our lives, as we profess our faith in Jesus, like each life is a testimony. We are just walking reminders of God's goodness and God's grace. So, let the redeemed of the Lord tell their story. Our ponder point is God is the creator. Again, Genesis 1, so it's nothing too unheard of. Our activities this weekend, we have some die-cut leaves that I went ahead and double sticky taped onto cardstock, and the kids can do the crayon rubbings over that for one station. And then the other station is the sand bucket and the water bucket and all the different animals. And where does this animal live, on land or on sea, or in the sea? So that could get a little messy. I've got plenty of towels down there for that one. So that one's always fun, just letting the kids play with the animals. And then you always get, well, the dog wants to go swimming. Or maybe I'm the one who says the dog wants to go swimming. I might have been the cause of this mess in the past. Our What's It is an artistic drawing. It's actually been in the back of our 5K room for a few years now. It's like a picture of hands, and then there's a dove and Adam and Eve and all of these animals just coming out of these hands. It's a beautiful, beautiful picture to just share with the kids. This is what one artist has drawn as just an interpretation. And we could even talk about how artwork can be a form of worshiping God. And even as we look around us, not only at art that people have created, but just outside at the art that God has created, and how we can use that as a moment to just stop and ponder his goodness. So God is the creator. We've done our verse, our worship, our what's it, and yeah. So we're going through Genesis 1. So if you're doing the storyteller option, there is a click for, he made grass, he made flowers, he made the sun, he made the moon, he made the stars, he made all the animals. And my favorite part about the creation story, though, is to be able to remind each child in the class, God made you. So, Olivia, God made you, and he says you are good. And Zach, God made you, and he says you are good. I have done this with 20 kids in the room and just called out every child by name. They've got their sticker on the front. It's a lot easier. But to be able to call out every child by name and look at them and say, you are good. God made you. He says you are good. I have seen just the way kids carry themselves in that moment shift. The first time I did it, I had a girl sit up a little straighter. I am made by God. Sorry. So, just one way that I have enjoyed teaching this lesson in the past that I'd love to share with you. Yeah. And that's, sorry, I scroll through the lesson on the other half of my screen whenever I'm doing this so that I can make sure that I don't forget to tell you anything. And I wanted to just cover the blessing because I want to pray that over you. So may you know that your Lord, your Creator, who loves you, is with you. May you praise your God and share his story with others. Amen. All right. Thank you, team. See you soon.